I need to know who killed my brother. I will give you 2 hours to find the man that did this. Or you bring me 2 of your people.
Your beloved husband killed my 10-year-old son. Then he raped my wife.
What if a gang of ruthless outlaws raped and murdered a quiet farmer's wife and little boy, not realizing the grieving man they left for dead was a battle-forged Danish soldier, the deadliest shot in the entire West? Stick around, because his revenge will burn this town to the ground. It's 1871 on the American frontier. After Denmark's crushing defeat in the Second Schleswig War back in 1864, Jan Jensen, once a soldier hardened by cannon fire and bayonet charges, sailed across the Atlantic with his younger brother Peter. They spent 7 grueling years laboring under the relentless sun, breaking their backs to carve out a patch of land in this unforgiving wilderness. All that time, John carried a hollow ache in his chest for the family he left behind, his gentle wife Marie and their bright-eyed young son Creston, who had stayed in Denmark to wait out the war. Now, finally, the day had come. At a small, windswept train station, John and Peter waited, hearts pounding with anticipation. The train screeched to a halt. Marie stepped down first, her simple dress dusty from travel, her face lighting up with a smile that melted years of separation in an instant. Creston ran to his father, small arms wrapping around John's legs. "Papa!" the boy cried. John lifted him high, tears stinging his eyes as he kissed Marie's forehead. For one perfect moment, the world felt whole again. Peter clapped John on the back, grinning. "Welcome home, brother." They loaded into the stagecoach together, heading toward their modest homestead. Peter mentioned he had a quick errand in town and would catch up later. The coach rolled on, dust swirling in the dry air, but peace shattered fast.
Where are you going?
My wife doesn't speak the language.
2 hard-eyed strangers forced their way aboard at the next stop, shoving the original passengers aside.
"I'm sorry, there's been a mistake. You'll have to take the next coach."
One was Paul Delarue, freshly released from prison, lean and mean, with the cold stare of a man who enjoyed cruelty. His brother Henry Delarue led the most feared gang in the territory, a former Union colonel infamous for massacring native villages during the war.
I'd had a drink for years. Kind of forgot what this stuff will do to you.
Paul settled in across from Marie, smirking. The coach lurched forward. Evening fell. Inside the dim, swaying cabin, John tried to distract Creston, pointing out distant antelope and promising future hunts. Paul leaned in, offering Marie a flask. She refused politely.
You ain't got a hell of a lot to say, do you? My own princess, she don't talk at all. What is your name?
My wife's name is Marie.
His grin twisted. He reached for her dress, hand sliding bolder. John's voice cut through, "Stop."
I'm not trying to threaten anyone. I'm just trying to...
The other thug drew a pistol, pressing it to John's head. Chaos erupted. John fought back fiercely but was overpowered and kicked out of the moving coach into the dirt.
You have 5 seconds to get out of here.
The coach rattled away. Hours later, under moonlight, he found Creston's small body by the roadside, throat slit, eyes staring blankly at the stars. Further on lay Marie, dress torn, life gone. John collapsed beside them, cradling his son, sobs tearing from his chest. The night wind carried only silence and the distant howl of coyotes. John's grief hardened into something colder. He caught up to the abandoned coach, the driver and guard dead. Old instincts returned. The same ones that had kept him alive through artillery barrages in Schleswig. He tracked the killers through the brush, breath steady. Paul Delarue emerged last, hands raised in panic. "Wait, I didn't..." John's rifle spoke once. Paul dropped like a stone. The other thug fell moments later. John stood over the bodies, chest heaving, then turned away. The soldier had returned.
"Should be fine!" Wait! I didn't touch the boy.
Next morning, Peter arrived, drawn by strange horses and smoke. He found John kneeling between fresh graves, hands stained with earth. John looked up, voice raw. They're gone, all gone. Peter pulled his brother into a fierce embrace. No words were needed. They had only each other now. Grief bound them tighter than blood ever could. The scene shifts to Black Creek, a dusty town baking under the sun. Hooves thunder as Henry Delarue rides in at the head of his gang, hard men with scarred faces and ready guns. Delarue dismounts, tall and imposing, his Union coat still bearing faded bars. He strides to Mayor Keene, who doubles as priest and undertaker. Keene sweats. Delarue's voice is low thunder. 2 dead men on the road. One's my brother. Who did this? Keene stammers assurances. Delarue doesn't blink. Noon, bring me the killer, or I take 2 innocents instead. He quotes scripture coldly. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. When the mayor hesitates, Delarue ups it. Make it 4.
I will give you 2 hours to find the man that did this. Or you bring me 2 of your people. Or I will take 4.
The town selects victims, an elderly widow who runs the gun shop and a legless veteran. The woman comforts her sobbing grandson. I am ready, father. The town will be grateful. Delarue shoots the veteran without ceremony. The widow prays for his soul. He shoots her too. Then, for spite, a 3rd innocent in front of his screaming wife. The sheriff, Malik, warns the crowd to stay calm. Powerless, they watch Delarue demand higher protection money, $160 a month, every month. The town nods in terrified agreement.
$80 every month?
Now on, that fee is doubled until you find the man that killed my brother.
At Paul's burial, Delarue's mute sister-in-law, Madeline, stands silent, veiled. His late brother's widow, now kept as his abused accountant and property. Delarue offers hollow comfort, already eyeing her with possession.
I will take care of you now. Together.
Meanwhile, John and Peter bury Marie and Creston under a lone tree. John's voice is quiet steel. We head west, and we don't stop until they pay. Their sharpshooting skills, honed in war, draw whispers. In Black Creek, suspicion falls on the newcomers. John tries selling his land to Keene. The mayor offers half price, blaming Delarue's taxes. John realizes the man he killed was Paul Delarue. No choice. He takes the deal, hides the cash in his boot.
Who knows if they find the man who killed Delarue's brother? Delarue's brother just got out of jail. Some lunatic killed him.
I'll take the 150.
That's for you. You'll need to keep that money somewhere safe.
Keene smirks. Lots of hungry people out there. Delarue meets oilmen from Standard Atlantic. They hand over cash, warn him to tone down the violence, but urge him to seize land rich with black crude. The government has abandoned Black Creek. No federal help coming. Delarue smiles.
But you can't go on using the same methods you used in the army. We need our operations to look civilized.
Peter is arrested after a brutal fight. Sheriff Malik pulls John aside. Your death might buy the town time till help arrives.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, John. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a single sheep to save the rest.
At sunrise, John is handed over. Delarue's men punch him bloody, tie him to a post in the merciless sun. Vultures wheel overhead. Hours drag, skin blisters, thirst claws.
Your beloved husband killed my 10-year-old son. Then he raped my wife.
Mayor Keene arrives, pretends concern, then steals the boots and money, greeting Delarue like an old friend. Betrayal complete. That night, Peter escapes jail, kills guards, frees John. They ride into darkness, but John collapses from exhaustion. Peter conceals him behind rocks and draws the posse away as bait.
John, they're coming back.
The rest come with me.
Morning light reveals horror. Peter's body dragged behind a horse, mangled and lifeless. John screams into the dust. The last tether snaps. Rage consumes him. Dehydrated, John stumbles to a well, finds oil instead of water. Warning shots ring out. Mrs. Whistler, rifle leveled, recognizes him. Her husband died at Delarue's hands too. She lowers the weapon, brings him inside. gives food and clean water.
I left you some bread and boiled water.
Why are you leaving?
Delarue killed my husband.
That night, John storms Keene's home, gun drawn. He forces the confession, land deeds sold to Delarue for oil wealth. John retrieves his money.
I'm a businessman. Please don't.
Get in.
Please don't. No, please. I give them to Delarue.
Gathers ammo and flammables from the general store, where young storekeeper Wojciech, whose grandmother was killed, supplies him reluctantly. The trap is laid. Dawn breaks. John uses diversions, setting fires, picking off henchmen one by one with precise shots. Chaos erupts in town. Flames spread through the hotel. John charges through smoke, spots a thug hauling Madeline. Precise shot. Leg shattered, the man collapses. John steps clear, then freezes. Delarue's bullet slams into him. He drops. Delarue looms. Stronger than I thought, soldier. Madeline appears, gun raised. Tension coils. She aims, not at John, at Delarue.